control. I got my underhook. Billy went to Snowplow to take the pressure off, right? I was all sneaky and whatnot, and I trapped his arm. I'm not grabbing that arm until I'm ready to go, right? So I'm shooting my arm through. I've got my underhook. This is what I would want anyway, right? If his arm was on the other side of my body, this is what I would be looking for to start working my way out, right? So when he blocks it, this isn't out of the ordinary. He doesn't think this is straight. As long as I don't grab that arm too early, he's not concerned. He thinks he's controlling me. Make sense? So I start walking towards his hips. I get my elbow into his hip here. Now that gives me a lever, right? Then I push, now I grab, and I take him over top of me. Now some of you guys have noticed that arm ends up trapped underneath you. Okay? I can try to dig it out, but it seems like a lot of work. Instead, I'm gonna start sitting back. I'm bringing my elbow into the center of his chest and rolling him up towards me. Okay? Not only is it uncomfortable for him, but it exposes his back. Make sense? So this back foot, the one closest to his hip, is gonna windshield wiper towards his face. My top foot is gonna step past and I'm sliding my knee underneath his back. Boom. I can post this hand if I need to, and I spin around the other side, knee to the sky. Okay? He locks his hands fine. I grab the other hand, pull it towards me, make a flag with my top hand, find his wrist, and extend. Yes? So, we bridge into them, take them across. If you want to dig out that bottom arm, great, but it seems like a lot of work. Instead, roll them up towards you, spin around, take it. Especially with an underhook, or if they've got that bottom one, a lot of times they'll explode at you, right? They got that bottom arm, even though this arm's trapped, they'll try to explode and throw out or else go to ghost, right? But in order to do that, they've got to come up. So you pull the arm across, you got their back. Yep. See if I can do the bad side. White belt side. Just kidding, they're both white belt sides, right? So I got my underhook, ha, right? He thinks he killed it. I'm gonna let him think that. Okay? I'm gonna start putting it in, pop a little bit here and there. When I'm ready to go, I go in, trap, pull, boom. I want that arm trapped underneath me. Bring it in. I can sit here for a second too and just bounce a little bit, just to make it suck. Yeah, see, I want to hear those noises, right? Then that knee slides underneath, all right? He locks his hands, fine. Grip, pull towards me, right? He's making hooks here, right? How do you make a hook tighter? You pull on it, okay? Pushing the hooks together is what loosens it, right? They could try to pull a hook out of a fish's mouth. If you just yank on it, you rip everything apart. Push in, then take it out, right? Separate the hands, squeeze the knees, and finish.
I got a question about when you get to that position at the bottom, and you're trying to like hip thrust and then eventually get it to turn.
Yeah.
What happens if that person don't give you pressure? Like I was just going with the flow.
Yep.
So it was harder for him to flip.
Yep. If he doesn't give me pressure, so if we get to this position, right, I got my underhook, and he's keeping his butt back, right? Then I'm just gonna shrimp away, start making space, right? So he's got to stay with me in order to use that snowplow position, right? Yeah. So if he's trying to be nice to you, then great, get out of the way and triangle. Good question. But it's very, very rarely that somebody's gonna give you that space.
Yeah.
Okay? Especially in a live match. In drilling, sometimes it happens. Other questions? Give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.